Hello traders, good morning. Welcome to this FXDD video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from Lead Currency. And before diving into these pairs, be aware of this risk disclaimer. It explains the fact that trading for exchange and global financial markets is considered high risk and may not be suitable for everyone. Please seek the advice of an independent financial advisor for more information on that. And this webinar and video is for informational and educational purposes only. Of course, subscribe to the FXDD YouTube channel to catch all of these videos from Ned and myself, plus the recorded webinars. If you want to join the live webinars, check out the top and bottom link. Top one for live trading webinars and the bottom one for live educational ones. All right, first of all, the euro dollar, of course, we're looking at price falling in a pretty impulsive move here, and price staying below the 20 EMA. Now bouncing a little bit at that round level, of course, and support at 110. But I think that considering the strength and the momentum at this moment, that a break of the 61.8 fib and the 110 round level is likely for a dash lower towards the 78.6 fib at 109.40, which in turn I think could be a bouncing spot for upside. Now, if the 61.8 fib plus the 110 round level do provide enough support that price will actually break above, for instance, 110.50 and all of these resistance levels here at 110.70 as well, the weekly pivot point, all these broken bottoms and broken tops. Then if price shows a lot of momentum pushing through that, then of course it could indicate the end of this ABC pattern. And then I would look for correction, a flag, and a continuation higher, and I would be bullish again. For the moment, I'm bearish, at least down to the 78.6 fib. Now at these deeper fibs, basically, price could bounce as well because of the potential ABC pattern, the potential move up. That could also be an A. The ABC could finish a B, and up it goes for a C, for instance. So as long as it stays above this bottom here at 108.78, then that pattern is still likely. If price does break through that bottom, then the ABC pattern, the blue ABC, is invalidated, and the downtrend is full back in force. So for the moment, bearish, but I think that price will just pull back maybe into this previous tops and 21 EMA, then continue lower, and then bounce back up, pull back, and continuation. That's what I think is the most likely at this moment. I think that this is the path of least resistance, the market basically map that I expect for price to move. Now, the boundaries of that is once again 110.50, 110.75. If it breaks above that, then I'm not expecting a lower low anymore, and it should be bullish. If it breaks through the 88.6 fib, and specifically this bottom, then it's looking more bearish. So I will, of course, keep an eye on price action and candles to see if the path that I expect is indeed taking place, and if there are any signals that either up or down is more likely than the path that I'm expecting, which is up, down, up, down, up, like that. All right, looking at lower time frames. On the hourly chart, we see a lot of momentum here. This looks like a wave 3 in this part because that's the most aggressive fall in this piece lower. So that could be a wave 1, 2, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the question is there another 4 or is that it? Is this the last wave 4? I think one more wave 4 likely in that case, because this could be 3, 4, 5 of 3, 4. I don't think that this wave 5 is finished yet. I'm leaning towards price maybe moving up a little bit, maybe up into these tops, maybe into these bottoms, but then still finding resistance and continuing lower for the moment, even on this hourly chart. Yes. All right. Maybe max 110.25. 110, let me check. 110.40. I think that's where price will bounce for the moment. We've got strong control of the bears. Now, pound dollar, it seems to have completed an ABC pattern. All right, so one of the reasons why I was bearish in this part was this is down, this is up. A rebreak below the 20 EMA looks like it could retest the previous bottoms to make that wave C. That's what it did. It broke the bottom by a bit, hit the 144 EMA, but then bounced aggressively. Of course, Brexit news certainly pushing this up. That's for sure. But ultimately, whatever the news was, it did bounce after an ABC, or it looks like an ABC at least. And then we got the bounce at the 144 EMA. So, yes, Brexit news fueling it, but ultimately moving very nicely according to the market map, roadmap that we expect with these moving averages. So far, I think that, this is still looking more like an ABC correction and finished in an up and then a correction. I'm still expecting more of a bounce. That said, I think that the best would probably be to wait for a break above this trend line or maybe even this fractal right here at 128.73. I think a break above that should send it higher, and the main target for the moment is the weekly R2 at around 130. Now be careful of 129.75, I think already, but ultimately, as long as price stays above this weekly pivot point and this trend line here, I think looking more bullish. Now if it does break below, let's see, it would have to probably break below 127.75, but it could even a break below 128.12 here could already indicate more downside, of course. This is a difficult zone right here. There's also potential head and shoulders here. There's pretty strong support there. So even if it breaks the weekly pivot point, I still think there's a lot of support. So it depends a little bit on how price breaks. But if there's strong momentum followed by a flag like this, then yes, probably continuation down to 127.50, 127.25 is possible. Just for the moment, the upside looks a little bit better because of the strong support, and I think a bounce is more likely. But the confirmation is the break above this zone right here for that upside, all right, in my view at least. So break, maybe pull back on lower time frames and continuation to the upside. All right, that's it for the moment. With regard to, I think, the pound dollar, let me just check 4-hour chart. Yes, you see, it's kind of tied, locked into those 21 EMA zones at the moment. But next breakout, I think, should work fine for the pound and on the 4-hour chart as well. We have moving averages aligned to the upside. So it should work decently with that continuation higher, I think. All right, now once price reaches 130, if it does, of course, or close to 130, anywhere 129.50, 130, that could be a very hefty resistance zone again. And I don't know if price will necessarily break that zone. It could be easily that there's a bounce again there and a correction as it goes sideways like that. That's very, very possible. For the moment, more space to resistance than space towards support, and any break here, could face pretty strong support. We got another trend line coming in like that, so there's a lot of reasons why price might bounce in this zone. Okay, so that's it for now. Join the live webinar here. I have an educational webinar on the 14th of November, Thursday. Join us there and then. Nennet has typically his webinars on Tuesday, so hope to see you in these live webinars. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the FXDD YouTube channel. Good trading, a great day, and see you soon. Cheers.